Good morning.
Morning.
I would like to welcome you all and thank you for being here. Well, my topic today is about spiritual healing and my experience with spiritual healing. I believe in order to have an optimum health, both the physical and the spirit body must be in balance and harmony. I say this because we are not only physical beings, we are spiritual beings too. So we have both physical body and spirit body. And the one without the other will not be complete. When they are separated, the physical body is considered diseased. Yet the spirit continues to live on. Spirit is infinite. Spirit is the infinite aspect of us that can exist with the physical body or without the physical body. Spirit can exist in this physical plane and also in many other dimensions within the universe. Spirit is the everlasting, evolving awareness or consciousness that is always seeking new growth and betterment. And when we tend to try to fit that spirit and mold it into a specific belief or certain structure, it loses its potentiality for growth. I have studied many religions, philosophies, both Eastern and Western, studied the spiritual practices, and yet I was not able to commit my spirit to follow a specific teaching or a practice. I respect all. I am sure there is truth in each one of them. But with the knowing that with every dawn comes a new day, and with that new day, universe provides us the opportunity to have new experiences, new growth, and to better ourselves and to advance. So as a universal being, I remain open for that growth. Socrates says, for all I know nothing. And I say, for what I know today, I did not know 5 years ago. And I believe that what I will know in the future, it is not known to me today. So I always remain open for that growth. I believe the realization of God is a personal experience, and we can establish relationship with God at our free will and by the choices we make according to our levels of understanding, without necessarily going through a religious dogmas, rules, or regulations that are man-made. I believe God is a living and loving spirit, and we are a segment of that spirit with infinite potentials. We are all created in the image of God that seeks our highest good. So when it comes to healing, as human beings, we are prone to get exposed to illnesses, disease, or get into an unpredicted accidents where we can injure our physical body. Based on the environment and the circumstances of our lives, when this happens, our first response is we reach out for a relief to find a treatment for our physical condition. And usually with medical assistance or surgical procedure. Our body gets treated and restored to its original condition or the function of self-healing known as homeostasis. So this takes care of the healing of our physical body. See, now we have a spirit body too, which is energy body. So how we take care of that? Spiritual research has shown that up to 80% of the health problems in people's life can have their roots in the spiritual dimensions. Our spirit has energy centers within its body. These energy centers are known as the chakras. And it is through these energy centers that the life force energy flows and provides energy to our physical body, mental body, and emotional body. These chakras, they tend to get blocked. And the cause of this blockage is mainly because of negative thoughts, beliefs, or negative emotions. So that blockage interferes with that flow of the life force energy, resulting in illnesses in our physical, mental, emotional bodies. The mental body and the emotional body are the two main components of our spirit energy body. And when these two are not in harmony and remain untreated, or they are not addressed or healed, will eventually start affecting our physical body. So in order to heal our spirit body, which is the energy body, we seek spiritual healing. And since the spirit is energy, the only way it responds to healing is by the infusion of an external energy to that energy body. To clear the blockages and balance and restore the life force energy. This is where the energy healers, medical intuitives, spiritual healers come into balance, come to balance the flow of that life force energy and to stimulate self-healing. So spiritual healing is a natural therapy that complements conventional medicine by treating the whole person, mind, body, and spirit. It is done through channeling. The channel is usually called a healer. The healer channels the energy from its original source, from the spiritual realms, and transfers it to the person that needs healing. The energy, the healing doesn't come from the healer, it comes through the healer, and usually through their hands. So the healers act as a conduit to receiving that energy. The word spiritual refers to the divine nature of the energy, which healers agree comes from an external, invisible, intelligent source. This energy is available to all. Once we recognize and accept God beyond our intelligence and with whom we can have a relationship, and God can provide an experience of inner peace, love, joy, and guidance. So there are several energy healing techniques and methods, which I will just touch on a few of them briefly. The first one is Reiki. Reiki in Japanese is a Japanese word meaning universal life force energy. It is a healing technique It is a gentle hands-on healing treatment where the practitioner places its palms lightly on the various parts of the body in an effort to restore and balance the energy and assist in balancing the major energy centers, which are the chakras, as I mentioned earlier. Another form of healing is healing touch. It uses to influence the human energy field that surrounds the body and energy centers such as the chakras that controls the energy flow from the energy field to the physical body. It utilizes hands to clear, energize, and balance the human and environmental energy fields to help heal the physical, mental, and spiritual bodies. Another form of healing is vibrational healing. It is the process where vibrations are introduced or transferred into the human physical and energetic bodies so that the vibration which have become unbalanced in the human physical or auric field are adjusted. This is based on the idea that illness or disease in the human and auric body is characterized by blockages and imbalances that causes a cells, organs, or energetic body to slow its vibration, which results in disease or illness. An example of the vibrational healing could be the gong when it's played, the tuning forks, or the singing bowls. When they are stirred, they create that vibration to balance and adjust the human auric field. There is also distant healing. It is a form of healing where energy is sent across time and space that is received by the recipient. It has a healing effect on the recipient. With this type of work, the recipient doesn't have to be necessarily present with the healer. It can be done over the phone or a time set up between the healer and the recipient. And it is as effective as in-person healing. There is also reflexology. It stimulates specific pressure points on the feet, hands, face, and ears to affect various organs, glands, and parts of the body. Each pressure point said to correspond to and connect with different parts using fingers and thumb pressing on reflexive pressure points. Another one is the tapping, which is a gentle self-tap on various acupressure points in the body, such as under the eyes and the collarbone. There is reconnective healing. This is a form of healing that was discovered by Dr. Eric Pearl. It is a form where the practitioner moves his hands above the client's body in a way that opens up the body to different types of frequencies. From there, the intelligence of the body intercedes without the practitioner touching the body. The founder of this technique is Dr. Eric Pearl. He wrote a book, The Reconnection, Heal Yourself, Heal Others. He explains that we need to let go of our belief that the body heals solely through chemicals produced by within the body, and instead embrace the idea that the body can heal through frequency, vibration, resonance, and informational exchange and light. I came across an article in the New York Times Daily News on the internet, of course, in the health column. The author, the columnist, has written about energy healing. The title was, "Does energy healing really work?" That kind of grabbed my attention, so I continued on reading. The article, the author had interviewed energy healers, holistic doctors, energy practitioners, asking for their opinion about these energy healing modalities. The article started by saying, tapping into body's own frequencies as a type of alternative medicine is being taken seriously by health practitioners trained in both Eastern and Western modalities of medicine. And science is backing up its power. One study found that 10 minutes of energy healing was as effective as physical therapy in improving the range of motion in people with mobility problems. UCLA even has an electromyography (EMG) labs that studied electrical activities in the physical body. And further down in the article was asking, what do doctors think about this healing, energy healing? Some physicians specializing in both in Eastern and Western medicine affirm the power of these healing energy modalities such as reflexology, tapping, or Reiki, or reconnected healing, and the benefits for the overall wellness of the body, mind, and spirit. There was a statement by Deepak Chopra, who is a holistic physician, who also subscribes to Western teaching, saying science is starting to understand how energy healing works. It triggers your own healing system, he says, which is called homeostasis. Another doctor, there was another statement by Dr. Mark Melrose, who worked in the emergency medicine. He is an emergency medicine practice at urgent care in Manhattan. He said that there is infinitely more that we don't understand about medicine, and that alternative therapies such as energy healing could certainly benefit patients, provided that they do not harm and also are complements to traditional treatments. In a quote, he had said, if it makes you feel better, then it's probably helping you.
So that's why top athletes get to have their relationships. Just kidding. Tom Brady's working where he shows that lunch. Sorry.
That's okay. I recently watched a video by Dr. Oz. I'm sure you are familiar with that, most of you with Dr. Oz. He has one of the highest rated TV programs. He comes on, I think, twice a day. His show comes on twice a day. His voice is a strong one in the American health community. And in the video, he was saying, the future of energy medicine has arrived, very firmly. He has spoken loudly, firmly about the effectiveness and benefits of energy healing in addition to traditional medical treatment. He continuously talked about the benefits of a holistic health care approach and Reiki as one of the pillars of this integrative style that boosts our overall health and well-being of the individual. And I also watched one of his shows that comes on. It was just by an accident. I was next to the TV, and all of a sudden his show comes on, and I was literally surprised when I saw him talking about the chakras on in his program with another doctor, with big posters, the name of the chakras and the function of each chakra, and he was explaining that how to improve your overall physical health by restoring your chakras. So that improves the overall health of the physical, mental, and spiritual bodies. So there is hope, you guys. There are many authors, energy practitioners, spiritual healers that have written books, talked about energy healing, spiritual healing. And one of them is my favorite author, Carolyn Myss, PhD. She has written many books, and in one of her books that says why people don't heal and how they can. In her book, she talks on how to heal and regain energy. She explains how our biography becomes our biology, and our bodies contain energy data banks, which are known as the chakras. She calls them data banks, that manage the flow of the life force energy. Every thought, belief, memory, and inspiration is recorded in our bodies. She is a medical intuitive and able to see inside an individual's body and discern illness and its causes. Over the years, she has discovered that many illnesses are connected to thoughts, emotions, and memories that have hooked our energy, keeping our life force in the past. She has also another book that talks about the anatomy of the spirit, where she talks about forgiveness as the very effective form or tool to heal our thoughts and emotions. And another Dr. Judith Orloff, MD, she is an assistant clinical professor of psychiatry at UCLA, has helped patients find emotional freedom for over 20 years. She synthesizes the pearls of traditional medicine with cutting-edge knowledge of intuition, energy, and spirituality to achieve physical and emotional healing. Dr. Orloff asserts that we have the power to transform negative emotions and achieve inner peace. She has written many books, again, offering practical strategies to overcome frustration, stress, and worry. She is a model for balancing left brain intellect and right brain compassion. Talking about doctors and the left brain and the right brain, comes this to my mind. When I had my spiritual center in California, I used to offer meditation, guided meditation sessions for free to the public. And one day, excuse me, this gentleman walks in looking for me. Where is Ashken? Where is Ashken? And I was there. I introduced myself, and he introduced him. He said, I am Dr. So-and-so. I work at the emergency room. I heard about this place. I heard about your meditations. I want to know what is it that you do exactly. Well, I told him I just lead the group in a guided meditation, and I channel the energy, and I just distribute it during the meditation. And he said, well, how do you do that? I said, why don't you join us one day and find out yourself? He said, okay. The following week, excuse me, the doctor was at the meditation circle, and I could sense that he was so anxious and curious, and he just, wanted to know what goes on during the meditation. So he couldn't even follow the meditation. He didn't follow the instruction. His eyes were wide open, and he was just monitoring everything as a doctor. So by the time we were done, he sees the expressions on the participants where they felt so calm, relaxed, and peaceful. And he came running to me and he said, where did that energy come from? And how did you do it? And I looked at him and I said, Doctor, if you want me to give you scientific explanation, I don't have it. But if you really want to experience the energy and how is it happening, you literally have to shut your logical mind, your analytical mind, your left brain, and open your right brain, your intuitive brain, so you will understand what's happening or feel what's happening. So he said, he was kind of shocked, and he said, oh, okay. He shook his head and he walked away. I said, probably I will not see him again. The following week, the doctor was at the meditation circle again, and this time he decided that he was just going to go with the flow, and he followed it through. And when we were done with the meditation, he didn't ask any question. He just came and he said, thank you. He was feeling at peace and calm. And he would tell his patients to go visit Ashken. So energy healing is becoming popular. It is not new. It is an ancient technique that was used by many cultures prior to the invention of medicine. Back then it was associated with faith and miracles answered to the prayers. The Bible in the New Testament states clearly that Jesus performed healing by laying on his hands. It describes how he used touch to heal the man with leprosy, touching the blind man where he was able to see, touching the dead and bringing them back to life. Jesus trained his disciples to do healing. He knew they also had potentials. In John 14:12, he said, quote, "Truly I say to you, whoever believes in what I do will also do the works that I do, and even greater works than these will he do." So Jesus was in tune with his divinity and aware of the universal laws and principles such as love and compassion, which he demonstrated throughout his existence. Therefore, his healings were considered miracles. I also believe that we can heal ourselves and help others to heal. Once we get in touch and in tune with our own divinity. I am an energy healer, and I believe energy healing works. I say this not because of my studies. I had a direct experience with the divine source where I saw the divine light and I saw the healing energy that contributed towards my healing at the time when I needed the most. And since that day, I've been channeling that energy to heal myself and for those who needs it. Those who have taken my meditation classes, they have experienced the energy that I channel for as they have benefited from it. My spiritual gift is in seeing. I am a clairvoyant. I can see through the energy body and see the blockages and then channel the energy to clear those blockages without necessarily using my hands. So, in conclusion, based on my experience, I wrote this book, Divine Healing Energy, The Mystery of the Golden Light and How I Healed in Daytona Beach. In this book, I explain in details how it happened, what happened, and how I became to be who I am today. If you are interested, it's available on Amazon in a paperback, hardcover, and in a ebook format that you can download. I also released a CD, guided meditation CD. It's called the Divine Healing Energy, where I channel the energy throughout the meditation. These are available for sale in the back if you are interested. I'm going to be offering a workshop in August. I do have the flyers in the back about healing, channeling, and energy healing. So if you feel the call and to find out your healing gifts, you are welcome to join us. And with this I conclude. Thank you for being here and listening. God bless you.